year. I don't know that they're late. It's just the weather has to rest faster. Oh, excuse me. The Thumb area is commonly referred to here locally as Michigan's breadbasket. These farms have been in these families for years. They just pass them down. Would be winter rye. All this year would be. up to a town here called Marlette. Marlette, also another small farm community. What is really interesting about this, and it's funny, and I bring this up just because this happened to me. You go to Texas, South Texas or Florida, and you see a lot of different people, and you get to talking. And there's a lot of Michigan people that go to Florida particularly. Some go to Texas. And they're all from this area, not all, but many of them are from this area here. And then they go to Florida and Texas particularly, and they want to tell them people down there how to farm, and it certainly is different. Guys, we're coming into a town called Marlette, Michigan, farm town. Information given to me by a friend that lives up here tells me that unemployment is high here. I don't understand why, because as I've come up through here, I've seen a lot of help wanted signs from reputable companies that are in this area, but it is still a major farm community here in the state. See the farm. These are just hard-working, blue-collared people trying to make a living. And they have some beautiful places, that's for sure. You guys forgive me if you see my finger in the film. I'm trying to drive and maneuver the camera too, so hopefully it won't be too bad. But this is beautiful farm country. And I like to eat, so these guys are real important. To be harvested yet. And this is the beginning of Marlette, Michigan. Typical small farming community here in the Thumb area. Put it up to your split.
Hello, Lois. Oh, I can hardly hear you. It's fading in and out. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can hear you now. No, are you busy today? Oh, well, Bill wants to come and see Roger, and I don't know sure where we're at.
Marlette.
Marlette, if you're not busy. Okay. All right, we'll be there. Bye. It says your phone's a piece of shit. And it is. It just fades in and out.
One of the beautiful things about living up here in these rural areas, cell phones are almost useless. You see people standing outside the damn road and whatever else they can do to try to get their cell phone to do what they want them to do. It's quite comical at times, but it is a problem for them.
Oh, she's on the front porch.
I guess my wife just told me that her friends are standing out on the front porch and to talk to her, and I can tell you right now it's only about 50 degrees, so hell of a way to make a phone call, but I guess that's the price you pay. So we're going to stop by and see our old friend for a few minutes, see how he's doing. The last time we visited him, things were not good, so I have to go talk to him a little. Well, if you're a retired police officer and you're tired of the city and you've seen all you want to see, this is where you retire to. We're going down to see an old friend, and he's an ex-police officer. And let me show you what a police officer does when he retires and wants to go hide somewhere. This is a little dirt road that goes down to his house, and there's a couple other police officers down here that he worked with. And I think, and don't hold me to this, I think when my friend found this place here, that some other members of his police department followed him here. They too were tired of the city and what they had went through with. So it is a nice, quiet, comfortable place to live. But you sure hell are away from everything. What is unique about my friend and his wife had a brother that played in the Grand Ole Opry and played country music, played on the Grand Ole Opry, and also played with a lot of the stars of the Grand Ole Opry back in the late 50s, early 60s, and well, I think all the 60s and maybe some of the 70s. He in his own right was an excellent musician, guitar and banjo picker, and I'm not sure what else. But this is where you go when you want to hide. Unfortunately for my friend's wife, her brother, that brother particularly, is no longer with us. I have listened to some of his music, not a big country music fan, but am a fan of someone that is very good at their craft, and he was exceptionally good at his craft. Back in the early days, my friend's wife here, while living in the Metro Detroit area, did perform at many of the nightclubs there in the early days. And we are at his house and about ready to turn up the driveway to where my friend lives. And this is where you go when you no longer want to be a police officer. Due to his health condition, we will not be staying very long. But I haven't seen him for a while, so I wanted to talk to him. town of Sandusky. Beautiful town. The architect here, which is old farmer architect. And the one thing that many of you can remember, the bombing of Oklahoma cities and the destruction that bombing brought. Well, the guys that trained and actually went there and did that, the two Nichols brothers and the one Nichols brother that was put in jail, and Timothy McVeigh, this is where they lived. This is where they trained, because Nichols had a farm. And this is the community and the city that they trained in. Now guys, what we're coming up to here is a town called Port Sanilac. It's a little lake town. People come here with boats and spend the summer homes, and it's recreational. A lot of it's just recreational. And this begins the recreational of the shoreline of the Thumb area. We're not going all the way north as far as we can go to get into the more of it, but some idea of what it's like. These are beautiful towns, but they are tourist towns. Well, you have permanent residents here too. Down here, I think, to some of the piers along. This would be Lake Huron, one of the larger lakes of the Great Lakes state. And this is Lake Huron. As you can see, the water is choppy. Just beautiful. I love it. I see another lady here that's getting some photos of it. As you take a look at this, normal wind from the changes of season here in Michigan, you can imagine what those folks went through in Florida with all the wind there from that hurricane. Yeah, whatever the hell it was. Gives you an idea of what wind can do. Wet. Oh shit. Wind here is about 15 to 20 miles an hour. As you can see, it really with the lake up. Oh shit, it's wet and it's cold. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, that was a damn good one. I think this pier goes out in the lake probably 200 yards, 300 yards, I'm not sure. You can see it in front of me, guys who come out here and fish it. They fish on the backside of the wall where the water is calmer. This is one of the great things about Michigan, is that if you are a sportsman of any kind, we offer it here. From fishing, to hunting, it's here. Catch anything, guys? You caught anything? Oh yeah, I got that already. this is nice. What's your name, sir?
Fred.
Fred, how are you? My name is Bill. I'm doing a YouTube video. How you doing? Boy, you're a working man, aren't you? I'm telling you. What do you do for a living?
I'm a custom pile of marble guy.
Oh boy, oh boy. You do know how to work, that's for sure. I thought I'd come up and do a video of this area for my YouTube channel. And most of you know my YouTube channel already saw. You rented an ice machine that type of thing. So I got some last year of ice fishing in Great Lake, and I thought I'd come up here today and do this and let them take a look at it.
Quite a bit of Chinook, steelhead.
Is that what's in here?
Coho. Yep, hard to get them to bite right now, but they're really active. They're not really biting, they're just reacting.
Okay.
And occasionally you get lucky.
Okay. I remember back in the old days when they used to snare them.
Yeah, that's illegal now. You ain't, be careful.
Be careful.
Be careful if you're doing that.
Well, one of the things that brought me here to Huron is years ago when I originally came to Michigan, I met a gentleman at the pier that I got a job at. This was his hometown. That's where he grew up as a youngster, and he would get drunk of all things, and I would drive him up here. And that's how I learned about himself. My area has always been a favorite of mine in Michigan. The camping, and whatever else we do here. I've always liked and the hunting is great. It's really great. And, I just always thought problem resistance. And that's what I like about it. Well, thank you for talking to me. I hope you guys catch a whale. You going to catch a whale?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I
Something, hopefully.
go up here and see if I can catch one.
Keep glancing at the water, you'll see schools of 140 of them swimming up.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they're in here real thick right now.
Fish already. Nice.
The big ones.
Yeah, the big
Biggest thing. Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah, if you just really watch the water's edge when you're walking, be careful of your step. I don't step in
Yeah.
there. Yeah, it's something else, man. It's a different feeling when you can see them all in here and they
Now,
don't bite a thing.
are they coming in from the big waters now? Coming out and spawning?
These
guys. Thank you for talking to me. I'm going to go down here and try to get wet one more time. Okay?
Take care, man.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day, both of you.
Have a good one. Be safe.
And some more people fishing for those Aleutian fish. White on one side and raising hell on the other. There it comes. The wind gets just right. It will drown me, but hell to be me, I guess. Whew. Damn, that's cold. That's cold. That's cold. I don't know if you guys can see it, the little rainbows come in there sometimes. Okay, it's cold here and getting cold here in the state, and that's when the salmon and the trout all begin migrating towards shore. And as the guy said, they integrated them here by insemination, I guess they call it. But they will come to shore, the older ones will, and they will lay eggs. That's the nature of the Polo and Chinook salmon. Take care. Good luck, okay? Thank you, sir. This is the view of the lake. Nice roadstand parks along the lake. Michigan does a lot of recreation and hunting, but in their water cities or water towns or whatever you want to call it, they really do a nice job to offer good views of the lake and when you come. And even if you're pulling an RV or driving a large motor coach, you can easily get to a lake and really view to see what it looks like. And as you get farther north in our state, particularly on the west side of the state, there is a lot of parks is on Lake, I guess that'd be Lake Michigan and Lake Huron here on this side of the coast.
It's gone.
This is the last little town that we're going to go through here in the Thumb area. This is called Lexington, I guess. And it's a nice little town, but it's a typical town here as far as recreational farm around its farming, I guess. But RVing, recreational, water sports is the big thing here. It's a summer town, like many of these towns along this lake is a summer town. But people who come and spend early winters here have properties, cabins, and RVs and lots, and so they do come. But this is predominantly a summer town. Thank you for watching this video, and hopefully you've seen something in there that you like. Just trying to highlight some sections of our state. Like I said earlier in the video, the Thumb area is one of my favorite places. I think it's the most diverse.
Just getting married.
So please subscribe to our channel. Give us a comment, good or bad. It helps us to determine what we are or are not going to do. And they certainly are appreciated. For me and my wife here, this is our last little cruise for the weekend. We're on our way back home. I'm not going to video Port Huron. That's the beginning of the Thumb area, but it's just another town, waterfront town. So from JJ from Lexington, Virginia, Michigan, and all that it has to offer here in the Thumb area. Take care. We'll catch you in the next video. Until then, deuces.